Oklahoma County Courthouse, Palm Beach County Courthouse. This is where they told me that I cannot step without a permit, but if I need a permit, then that would mean that they could permit me. I wouldn't be a sent servant of God. When fathers die for things, you're to keep them. When they swear an oath, they're not to obey idols. As you can see, the First Amendment, the first sentence is the first two commands, that you are to be free and you're not to make idols to enslave people. I mean, if they cannot remember to make kids more than $20 value in the 7th Amendment, which is the other sign that I have, let me get that out. That's the First Amendment. First sentence, God's first command. And if they can't remember to keep kids less more than $20 value, then, you know, without a jury, they take kids away. How can you expect them to keep anything? And so they tried to submit you under the idol, the idolatry, Pharaoh the rich. And so now I'm going to step on the property, and this would be, if they're going to fulfill their word they told me that day, they're going to arrest me. So far, it looks good. Maybe they're not. Maybe they learned something. But either way, public ground, public protests, peacefully, not hindering the freedom of anybody, but remembering of their oath and their vow, that I'm now standing where they told me that they would arrest me. I don't really care to go in any farther. I mean, I don't want to interfere with the daily activity, but what I do want to do is enact my God-given free right to stand freely. And anybody that would hinder you from free speech is somebody that is trying to force you under idolatry, Pharaoh the rich. It's fair that you are the rich. Egypt is where they gypped you. That's where they make your idols. That's against God's first command. That's against his First Amendment. Should I obey God or man? And if any man makes an idol that makes me go against the command of God to stand, preach, teach, that I'm to obey God no matter the incursion or jail or punishment that they bring upon you, the same way in Acts in all of the gospel. But there's officers walking by and they're not arresting me, so maybe they changed their mind. Maybe they learned their policy. This would be a lot easier than it was in Oklahoma County. I had to go jail a couple times. Actually, there's a sergeant right there that maintains this. So, honestly, they may have learned their lesson. I posted some videos last night. I went over it, and everything that was there online, they should have already went over. They found my website, Shirley. They should have found what I preach and what I teach. So really, these signs are just annoying to carry. You can't carry them. Is a hindrance in itself. I used to be able to notify the people. But there's sergeants there. There's sergeants there. Oh, nope. I guess they're maybe. Nope, they're not. So maybe they did learn their policy. They're into jail teaching in their own oath. If I could run to Iraq for killing and stealing for a company of a nation, which is not what I went to do, I could definitely do this for God, to teach brothers and servants and so forth. So really, I'm just sitting here to make sure that you can have freedom of speech, but we'll see. Here comes an officer right now. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, sir. I've been told to inform you to go to the side.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. That would be against my First Amendment, right? Sorry. God bless you. So now we'll see how it goes. He just informed me, so... These signs are just annoying. I should have got something to take them down. Oh, there we go. I found it. So, in the nation where you have free people coming in and out, They should never be able to permit your free speech, because then they would be permitting your speech, and that would not be free speech. Anytime you have to seek permission and pay is a paid speech. It's not a free speech. Anytime you need a permission or an idol, that makes you an idolater and not God made free. And God's first command and second command is be free and don't make idols playing me, Genesis 2:16 and 17. That is also the First Amendment, first sentence. Congress shall not establish any religion, nor shall they prohibit the free exercise thereof. The idol religion is exactly what your Constitution went to protect you from. And so, if you have to pay, obey, that's an idol religion. If you have to seek somebody's permission, that's an idol religion. You've just encountered men playing your God with idolatry. And so, I don't think they're going to, do you know if they're going to arrest me or not? I don't think they are. Which I don't mind, that would be the best thing. I mean, I want to go home. I don't like bricks and dicks, so I like freedom. I like my brothers keeping freedom. I like my brothers keeping their vow and their oath. So it's kind of good to know that I showed up and I'm here, but a really cute puppy. Is that the best lawyer in the building? That's not funny. Hopefully there's better lawyers than that. As has been said of lawyers, it is well said that they are defenders of the Constitution, and rightfully they should be, and rightfully they are called. So hopefully that's what our lawyers do. So there is no way that a judge can render a divorce decree for a husband. The wife is only given it at liberty. That's the righteous judgment in marriage. That's why Moses permitted them, because they were killing their wives. But for a man to swear to God to a judge that his swear to God vow to his wife is no good, and then that judge to take his word seriously, is no righteous judgment. And every man in the world knows that. To take kids from mom is an unrighteous judgment. All judges should know that. God gave it to her. She's the only one that paid blood. And anybody that would take a kid from a mom has denied both the blood that she has sacrificed, and if they don't believe the blood of the mom, they don't believe the blood of Christ. If they don't believe in the blood, that means they're idolaters. But as bad as a judge would be, or a lawyer, or a sheriff, or a cop, it is always the fathers that are more to blame. Because every office is that which is instituted after fathers. And judges are sworn servants, the same as cops, the same as lawyers, same as presidents, whatever it be. They are reflections of the father in the house. So any failure of a servant is the failure of the fathers. So no matter how criminal they get, if the fathers don't enact to teach their servants, then they inherited a mansion and they did not tend to the servants. So if your servants overpower you and you were left the mansion, the house, that's your fault as a man. And that's why you're to stand in the rights and suffer for that which your fathers already fought and died for. You knew God was going to press you, so you always have to stand in the way with God to take your shoes off. No matter how bad a judge renders a judgment wrong, it is the nation. He's only the reflection of the nation. So if they're taking babies from moms, that means fathers are taking babies from moms. And it's the fathers that owe the duty. It's the fathers that owe God. The judges owe us. We owe God. Now, they swear to God to uphold what the Constitution is, but it's always the fathers, the brothers and the sons, because everybody else is a servant, and you never blame a servant of the house. You don't come in and blame the servant. You have to blame the master of the house. And so if the master is not willing to teach, then why should the servants ever learn? So therefore, it's the ignorance of the master and not the servant. So I don't think they're going to arrest me, but I showed up. I'm glad they learned. God bless. I would prefer to do it that way. Thank you, God. May all you fathers Teach your brothers, and remember they're the servant. And if you don't know the law, don't expect your servants to, because that's just dumb as shit. God bless you. Have a good day.